Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Hey, we're gonna start the launch with a rocket. We're gonna start the day with a rocket launch. You remember those? You remember those? Can't hear you? Oh. You start the day with the rocket? With rocket launch? Here. We're at T-minus 3 minutes. MS-24. These are 2 cosmonauts and a NASA astronaut, Laurel O'Hara, going up to the ISS. I think, what was that? That's Oleg Kononenko. And Chud is his last name, but I forget his first name. All right. Okay.
Вообще, в принципе, понять.
Let's take a look. They should. I gotta go to that side. Left side.
Нельзя, да. Ну, то есть у нас там есть приказ, согласно которому там требования есть такие-то, такие-то, такие-то. Вот. Я бы посоветовал не волноваться и идти.
Пройти.
Да,
All right.
да.
2 minute 15.
Все этапы шел.
Soyuz is on the pad. Crew's already in.
Еще впереди так далеко, еще далеко. Вот когда в конце остался крайний этап.
I had some other stuff to do this morning, or else I would have been here earlier.
До этого момента я шел вообще спокойно, ровно. Вот. Поэтому.
Are they speaking Russian? Yeah.
Не слишком, не накручивать себя, а вдруг я там не пройду или еще что-то.
That's oh, what's his name? Ivan Wagner? Is his name? He's a cosmonaut. He was up there and helped with DM2 when Bob and Doug came in. He was there, and these two are just hosts.
Момент в корабле слышите. Точно такие же команды, которые слышат вот туристы на космодроме. Раздаются
да,
у вас.
Нам транслируется это все в наушники и в шлемофон. Мы это все слышим. В принципе, мы понимаем, что происходит, да? И готовимся к контакту подъема.
И мы готовимся смотреть, потому что остается минута.
Oh yeah, Elvis. Yeah, sure.
Так что давайте прервемся и послушаем за командами и посмотрим на экипаж.
Okay, here we go. Trying to get you that last crew member's name. His last name is Chud, believe it or not. Or Chub, I think it is. I only saw his name card real quick. Nikolai Chub. And Oleg Kononenko is a very experienced cosmonaut. He's been flying into space for a long time. But it's Laurel O'Hara's first flight. Okay, put the key in. No, there's an American on that one right now, Gio. All right, here we go. Okay. Second umbilical retract. Here we go. Engine ignite. Full power. Send it. Liftoff, MS-24, carrying 3 souls up to the ISS. 2 Russians, 1 American. Oh, hello. Dude, that was sweet. I'm sorry, I totally lost track of what I was talking about. Everything is normal. Полет нормальный means guidance is normal. It's been a while, dudes. I haven't done this in a long time. All systems on the carrier rocket are normal. Something's normal. I don't know what he said. Yes, normalno means everything is normal. It's normal. All systems on the carrier rocket are still normal. I didn't get that. Okay, first stage separation. 2 minutes into the flight. We should see a cross here. Hey-o! There's that cross. Oh, that's very nice. Very good camera. Это хорошо. All parameters on the vehicle look normal. We got an onboard there. You're looking at Nikolai Chub and Oleg Kononenko. Fairing separation. Okay. All systems on the vehicle are normal. Technically, you said all systems on the carrier rocket are normal. They still have the pad audio mic'd up. That's what that noise is. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Everything's still looking good. Guidance is good. All systems on the vehicle are looking good. Or normal. I'm saying normal. 3 minutes, 45 seconds into the flight, all systems are looking good. I don't know what that means. I understand rocket terms, Nick. I don't speak Russian. Работа нормально. The guidance system is good. He's saying the robotic pilot is good. That's what it translates to in Russian. All parameters on the machine are good. All parameters on the carrier vehicle are good. All systems on the carrier vehicle are still good. This guy... Stand by for hot staging. Oh. Hey! Alright! Hot stage complete. Good evening, AP. Interstage separation confirmed. Third stage is good. Great shot. I don't know what that means. All parameters on the vehicle are looking good. Yep, there's 3 souls on board. The guidance system is good. All systems on the vehicle are good. Guidance is good. Полет нормальный. Nice onboard shot. That's 6 minutes in. Everything's looking good. This is a shot on Soyuz. That's a shot of the solar panel right there. All parameters on the carrier rocket are normal. Autopilot is normal, so guidance is good. All systems on the carrier vehicle are normal. Do I speak Russian? Jigsy, I do not speak Russian. I understand what they're saying because I've watched too many of these. I've watched way too many Soyuz launches over the years. I mean, not recently, but... Полет нормальный. That means that guidance is good. The piloting is good. I'm not 100% sure what that means. I think he said the machine is working right, but I don't think that's right. Полет нормальный. Flight is normal. Yeah. I understand that. Something about the stability? I didn't get it. Полет нормальный. Everything's good. Right down the track. All parameters on the launch vehicle are good. See, I understood that, because he says it. That's what he says the most. Autopilot is good. All systems are good. 30 seconds to staging. I think that may have been what he said. I don't know. Полет нормальный. Guidance is good. Currently 26,000 kilometers an hour, 200 kilometers up. Alright, stand by for staging. This would be third stage engine cutoff here and Soyuz separation. All systems on the carrier vehicle are good. Staging.
Есть отделение транспортного пилотируемого корабля «Союз МС-24», номер 755. Транспортный пилотируемый корабль «Союз МС-24» выведен на орбиту искусственного спутника Земли. Репортаж о запуске транспортного пилотируемого корабля «Союз МС-24», номер 755, окончен.
He said they separated from the third stage. Soyuz MS-24 is now on orbit.
Мы стали свидетелями.
I mean, there was more to that, but
пилотируемого корабля «Союз МС-24» на околоземную орбиту. Космонавты приступили к основной работе. Через 3 часа Союз должен пристыковаться к российскому сегменту Международной космической станции.
Thanks, Tom.
Ну а прямо сейчас с нами снова на связи Байконур и наш корреспондент Влад Миронов. Влад, привет! Какие впечатления от пуска?
We're going live to Vladimir, who's at Baikonur. How are you doing?
Привет московским коллегам и всем зрителям нашей прямой трансляции с наблюдательного пункта площадки номер 31. Поздравляю всех зрителей с успешным отделением транспортного пилотируемого корабля. Мы тут очень сильно переживали. Вообще пуск был потрясающий. Я думаю, что у всех присутствующих могли этот рокот космодрома. Я вообще считаю, что каждый человек хотя бы раз в жизни должен увидеть запуск ракеты своими глазами. Благо сейчас на это есть все возможные варианты приехать на любой из наших космодромов туристам. В этом году рекордное количество туристов сейчас, кстати, находится на наблюдательном пункте. Больше 1500 человек своими глазами сегодня наблюдало, как ракета-носитель
Is that the mayor of Novosibirsk? What the hell is he doing there? That's a good question, Liv. Those aren't near each other.
Гости, особые делегации, которых мы очень рады видеть. Рядом со мной представители одной из особых делегаций, мэр города Новосибирска Анатолий Евгеньевич Локоть.
Новосибирск.
Расскажите, пожалуйста, какие у вас впечатления от запуска и посещения космодрома?
Добрый вечер. Я всех тоже хочу поздравить с успешным завершением такой напряженной очень работы.
Anatoly, I didn't get the last name.
Последние недели, даже месяцы, завершился успешным пуском и выводом корабля нашего на орбиту.
Вот я знаю, что вот на ракете, которая сейчас улетела, была размещена наклейка в честь 130-летия города Новосибирска в этом году. Вы летом его праздновали, мы привозили вам Анну Никитину, космонавта. Вот как по вашей оценке, у Новосибирска есть шансы стать космическим городом?
Анна Никитина — это наш космонавт, это наша землячка, она родилась в Новосибирске, она окончила школу, институт, родители ее проживают в Новосибирске. И ее многомесячный полет завершился тоже успешно. И она приехала к нам, чтобы отпраздновать вместе с нами юбилей нашего города. Вообще приглашение сюда от Роскосмоса мы воспринимаем как подарок городу Новосибирску. Хотелось поблагодарить всех за вот эту возможность приехать сюда. Потрясающее зрелище, потрясающие эмоции. Новосибирцы с нетерпением ждали этого полета, и это состоялось.
Анатолий Евгеньевич, спасибо. Спасибо всем зрителям нашей прямой трансляции. Мы будем продолжать следить за всем, что происходит теперь уже на орбите. Всем удачной стыковки, которую мы очень ждем вместе с нашими космонавтами. Москва, передаю вам слово.
No, Novosibirsk must have something to do with the spaceflight industry. That's a city that's not too far from Baikonur. I mean, it's in another country. It's in Russia, but Novosibirsk is north. It's been a while. Northeast. It's, I don't know, like 2,000-3,000 kilometers northeast of Baikonur. Obviously in Russia, not in Kazakhstan. His city's probably contributing something to the spaceflight industry, if I had to guess. That's why he's there. I mean, what's the mission? It's Soyuz MS-24. Soyuz MS-24, which is a Soyuz 2-1 rocket, just launched out of Baikonur. It's moving 2 cosmonauts and 1 NASA astronaut up to the space station. The commander of the mission is Oleg Kononenko. Oleg Kononenko is a very, very experienced cosmonaut. He's flown many times. I don't even remember how many missions that guy's been on. He's been going for a while. He's been a cosmonaut flying up to space for the last 20 years, easily. That guy's like spaceflight royalty, dude. Flanked on his left in the capsule was Nikolai Chub. I do not know too much about that dude. I don't know. He's new. I don't know too much about him. And then flanked on Oleg's right side is Laurel O'Hara, a NASA astronaut. It's her first flight. And they are up in space. And they will be on a transit to the ISS very soon. The gentleman that they're talking to there is Ivan Wagner. Ivan Wagner was up there supporting DM2 operations. The first time Crew Dragon docked to the ISS, he was up there. He helped Bob and Doug on board. So, yeah, Ivan's pretty cool. Pretty cool dude. He's been into space. I think that was his only time. I didn't know NASA still launched on Soyuz, since you know. Mixing crews is vital, Doom. There's a really good reason for it. And it's like, it's probably good to keep some type of diplomatic communique open, if we're going to talk like that. But the truth of the matter is that you have 2 major operational segments of the ISS, okay? First major operational segment is called the USOS. All right, that is the European, Japanese, and American side of the station, United States Operational Segment. The USOS is overseen with ancillary mission controls in Europe and in Japan, but it's primarily overseen by the ISS Mission Control Center, or ISS MCC, at Houston. Houston, we have a problem. Houston is the one that oversees the USOS with ancillary stations. The Europeans monitor their modules and the Japanese monitor their modules. But the Houston is overseeing the entire side of the USOS. Now, simultaneously, on the other side of the station, you have the ROS, the Russian operational segment. The Ross side of the station is overseen by Roscosmos in Korolev, Russia, which is an entire ex-Soviet planned city that was built entirely around their space program, which is, it's actually kind of cool. The equivalent would be Houston. Houston would be the equivalent. It's called Star City, or Korolev, Russia. It's named after Sergei Korolev. The guy that invented Soyuz and the Semyorka and Vostok and Voshkod and the N1, but that didn't end too well. But he wasn't around to see it, unfortunately. But okay, so why? Why am I going through to explain all this? Well, we have systems that can monitor the Russian segment, and the Russians have systems on the ISS that can monitor our segments. It's an integrated system, right? However, I don't think it would be a very wise idea. For instance, say in a scenario you had the Soviet cosmonauts, you had the Russian cosmonauts leave, and they're swapping out crews, right? And there's only Americans, Europeans, and Japanese people up on the station, and something goes wrong with the Russian segment. Do you want to have a non-Russian speaker up there? A non-Russian as their first language speaker up there to communicate with mission control to fix the problem? Absolutely not. Simultaneously, you don't want to have no Americans up there, or Europeans, or no English speakers up there either, because if something goes wrong with the USOS, you don't want to have somebody that doesn't speak English very well. Now, if you fly on a spacecraft of another country's origin, you have to, more often than not, you have to learn the language. So if an American flies on a Soyuz, they have to learn at least some basic Russian. And if a Russian flies on Dragon, or previously the space shuttle, they have to know English. They don't know English very well, but they're pretty good at it. Some cosmonauts speak English better than others, just like some Americans speak Russian better than others. But it's always good to have a native speaker up there from the countries that oversee the operational segments. You need somebody up there that's American, and you need a Russian up there. That keeps the station functioning correctly. That is very important. Nobody wants to lose the damn station because somebody mistranslated something from the mission control. That's just being stupid. All right? So I said this in 2022, in early 2022. They're not going to stop mixing crews. They never will. They never will stop mixing crews. We've been mixing crews on the ISS for 23 years. The first expedition to the ISS launched on a Soyuz with Sergei Krikalev and had a NASA astronaut right next to him, Bill Shepard. Yes, Bill Shepard is his name. Pretty cool, huh? So you have to mix the crews. It's vital to keeping the station running correctly, especially this far into the station. The station is old. Things malfunction as stuff gets older. That's just how it is. I totally agree and understand it's important to keep ties. I didn't know NASA was still open to board Soyuz. I'm just surprised. Hey, space cooperation transcends the stuff that happens down on the ground. Novosibirsk has a facility that designs and assembles missiles and rockets. United Aircraft Corporation, Novosibirsk Aircraft Plant 630051. Yeah, so they contribute to the industry. That's it. Yeah. Okay, I got you. All right, it's getting kind of toasty in here. Hold on. Sorry, I have to turn the AC on. So, they have ended the cast, and that's the coverage. They're up in space. They should be on a transit window up to the ISS here sooner rather than later. So, yeah, if there's a NASA astronaut on board, I'm in. But I didn't... I mean, maybe we'll start doing it again. I don't know. I haven't been covering rocket launches lately because they're at such strange freaking times, dude. Docking should be in about 3 hours. All right. Okay. So, that's the coverage. That's pretty good. When's the next rocket launch that we have? I want to get back to doing more coverage here. I haven't done a lot of it lately, and it's bothering me. Yeah, Twisted. I agree. It's good. It's good to keep it spread out. Well, not spread out. No, it's good. It's good to work together. And we aren't covering SpaceX because they moved. I'll still cover launches on X, dude. I don't really care about that. I can explain what's going on and make it fun, you know. We have a Starlink at 11. We'll probably go till the Starlink launch, dude. Firefly released any footage? No. No, they did not. I'm going to switch this up. We'll get into playing Starfield and we'll roll.